What is up, YouTube? Enrique Wow coming at you live once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing the Marksmanship Hunter today. PvP Talents 9.1 update. Let's get right into it. Here you can see the list that I have from last time. And I thought it'd be easier just to add in the new talents, see where they fit, maybe go over the old ones, see if there's any movement with the changes. But looking at this now, probably not much change, but we'll do one by one. So, thank you for tuning in. Here we go. Number 1, Scatter Shot. We all know what Scatter Shot does. Don't make me read this. It basically does a little swirly incapacitate with for 4 seconds. And it DRs with trap, but it helps you land trap. As a marksmanship hunter, so important because you don't really have any way to land trap like harpoon or a stun yet. So yeah, scatter shot S tier, you need it. I mean, it's very rare when I'm playing MM that I don't take this just because I gotta land CCs. And it's also a good cross CC as well. Don't forget that if you play anything like with a sub rogue or a druid, something like that, and you have a stun into a trap, scatter shot as an off CC is like prime. Yeah. So number 2, Royal Sacrifice. Don't make me read this. We all know what this does. Don't fucking play with me. Critical strikes are negated by your pet, and the pet takes 20% of the damage taken. We all know this ability. We all need it. We all love it. Boom, boom, boom. S tier. Survival Tactics. Why did I put this as an A here? Must have been for a reason at the time. Feign Death removes all harmful magic effects and reduces damage taken by 90% for 1.5 seconds. This is S, of course. Don't know why I have it in an A tier here, but it's so good. I don't know why anybody would ever not take that. I guess as an MM hunter, Royal Sacrifice, you usually don't run a pet as well, but you would still like summon a pet for Royal Sac, so it's an S. It's an all S's. Next, High Explosive Trap. Hurls a fire trap at the target location, causing damage and knocking all enemies away. So I've been putting this in A, basically for all Hunter's abilities. I have it as an A previously for Marksmanship Hunter because kiting is like everything. So I mean, I would take this more as an MM than any of the other classes, but as an MM, it's still an A. It's still needed. I actually really like playing with it as an MM hunter because range is your boy. So it's going to stay where it's at. Next ability, Sniper Shot. Takes a sniper stance, firing a well-aimed shot, dealing 20% of the target's maximum health and physical damage, and increases the range of all shots by 40%. So I have this ability as a B simply for the fact that I love playing with it in BGs. This ability is so much fun in BGs. Like, you just become a sniper, man. You like hide in the bushes like 2 fucking miles away, like. Like, and then once you use it, all your other abilities you can use as well because the range increase. But in arena, it's not good. You know, it's okay in 2s actually. I think I played with it a couple times, like trolling in 2s. But yeah, it's not that good. But for the BGs, it's so much fun. So if you like BGs, man, pick this thing up. Get out of people's face. Take a stance. Take a sniper stance. Fire off a well-aimed shot. Alright. Next, Ranger's Finesse. Casting aim shot reduces the remaining cooldown of aspect of the turtle and exhilaration by 5 seconds. I have this a B as well for BGs, but I don't think I've ever taken this in arenas unless I'm playing with something that I know is not going to attack me. Like, if you run this plus the Nature's Mending PvP talent, or not PvP talent, the regular talent called I think it's Nature's Mending, whatever it's called. If these two stack on top of each other, like you actually can have Exil up pretty often. Like if you have a good jungle going on, this could be okay maybe. But I will say if you run like Shadow Priest Hunter or like Scatter Play, or if you run like something funky like Ellie Shaman Hunter or any type of like weird caster hunter comp, you can actually really get a lot of value out of this, where you'll have defensives up pretty often. So I will keep this as a B just because I think Hunter is going to be opened up to a lot more comps at 9.1. Maybe not so much marksmanship because marksmanship damage is actually pretty bad right now. Like aim shot hits like a wet noodle. So I actually don't play MM as much as I used to. Sad. Next, hunting pack. Reduces the cooldown on the aspect of the cheetah by 50%. Actually read you the new one. The new one gives hunting pack to everybody. So they made the change to where it has a 50% reduced cooldown and grants this to all allies within 15 seconds. Oh, for 15 seconds. So this is a C. It's probably going to remain a C, but it's actually really good in like 2s if you play with a priest. I've mentioned that a lot in these videos. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how niche it is. Like, it's nice to have niche talents every now and then that you want to like fiddle with, you know. All right, next, dragon scale armor. Magical damage effects reduced by 20%. So this ability, again, it's strong, but it's also niche, so I have to put it as a C tier. You'll probably run this against like shadow play, of course, but with the introduction to the legendary Craven stratagem and the introduction of survival tactics, you don't really need this as much as you used to or would need to. Cool. So next ability, I didn't have this one on the last one. True Shot Mastery reduces the cooldown of True Shot by 20 seconds, and True Shot also restores 100% focus. So once again, this one's kind of like hunting pack. If you're playing like a weird hunter comp, or like not a staple hunter comp, like you know, hunter shadow priest or hunter warlock, or like hunter Ellie, something weird, man, where you're kind of like with a caster or something else that's like pretty annoying and can peel for you, and you're gonna have a lot of uptime and you just want to focus on damage. This is actually pretty decent. Like, I've played with this before and it's actually it's pretty good. Like, actually you get true shot pretty often. I mean, like a minute 30 almost. So if you're trying to maximize damage, it's not bad. You know, it's probably another like B or C. I would put in let's put in like the front of C or something. Like, it's almost a B. It just depends on what comp you play. Cool. So the next ability, Wild Kingdom, new ability, calls in the help from one of your dismissed cunning pets. I actually don't like this song. From one of your dismissed cunning pets, and your current pet is dismissed to rest and heal for 30% of its maximum health. So I've been talking a lot of good stuff about this ability, and for Beastmaster Hunter and Survival. But as a Marksmanship Hunter, you actually won't have your pet out as much because Lone Wolf is so much more damage. So you don't really need this ability. You know, it's not that important because you usually won't have your pet out anyways. And also as a Survival Hunter, or sorry, as a Marksmanship Hunter, you don't really want to use a Tenacity pet because you actually already get Survival of the Fittest, which is the 20% wall when you're in Lone Wolf. So you don't really want to use Tenacity pets at all. And if you, I don't know, you just have a cunning pet out when you want Royal Sacrifice. So, you know, for a Marksmanship Hunter, this is probably like a C because you're not as reliant on your pet at all. I can't ever really see a reason why you would choose this in arenas for a Marksmanship Hunter. So yeah, I mean, it's a good ability for BM and survival. It's like one of the best now. So yeah. Next ability, Chimeral Sting. Stings a target, dealing 150% attack power. I mentioned again, that's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And initiating a series of venoms, each lasting 3 seconds, and applies the next effect after the previous one ends. Scorpion Venom. It's been changed. So it's a 90% reduced movement speed now. It used to be like 15% reduced white damage, like melee white damage. Spider Venom, Blanket Silence. Viper Venom, 20% reduced damage and healing. Insane. Going to be good in 2s, going to be good in 3s, going to be good in BGs, going to be good in RBGs. It doesn't matter. World PvP, whatever. Pick this thing up. It doesn't show the cooldown on this. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, 1 minute cooldown. That's right. So on a 1 minute cooldown, you get a Blanket Silence, and you get 20% mortal strike effect, 20% damage reduction by the target. So it's basically a 20% wall against somebody. Insane. Insane. S tier. Gotta take it, man. It's so good. Next ability. Tranquilizing Darts. New PvP talent. Interrupting or removing effects with Tranquilizing Shot reduces 8 darts to the nearby enemies, each reducing the duration of a beneficial magic effect by 4 seconds. So I've mentioned this in all the hunter ability videos or PvP talent videos. This could be good or it could be trash. I just don't know yet. I haven't played with it enough. Like, against Resto Druids, it's going to be good, of course, which is why it's on a B. But I just don't know if it works against purgeable and non-purgeable effects. So things like Avenging Wrath, I keep mentioning Avenging Wrath, but it's deadly and it's scary. So stuff like that, if you can reduce the cooldown and things like that by like 30 seconds, you know, that's so good. So good. And 10 trank shots on a 10-second cooldown. So you pretty much use it off cooldown anyways. So it could be good or it could be bad. I don't know. I don't want to take a stance. So I'm going to put it in the middle. Next, Concussive Shot. This is a new PvP talent specifically for marksmanship hunters. Concussive Shot slows an enemy by an additional 20%, and using Steady Shot 3 times on a concussed enemy stuns them for 4 seconds. So marksmanship is getting a stun. That's why I mentioned that earlier. I don't know how I feel about this thing, man. Compositionally, it won't matter, right? So if you're playing threes, you're a marksmanship hunter, so you're probably going to be playing. You have like, you know, the weird comps like I mentioned, like scatter play or with a warlock or something. It may matter just because it'll give the comp a stun. Definitely more like a warlock or something. But if you're running the staple comps like jungle, Cupid, I don't know, KFC, Thug Cleave, it doesn't matter. You don't want this. Like, the best part of this, honestly, in twos would be the reduced, the additional 20% reduced movement speed. Like, that's really the only reason I can see this being like okay, because that'll give you a 70% slow, which is something that you can basically always have up on a target. That's like pretty good. Like, this could put marksmanship hunter into twos if the damage wasn't absolutely horrible, you know. So if the damage was, if they give marksmanship hunter a damage buff with this, they can actually be a pretty good twos spec, because the 70% slow is insane. Like, that's like Chains of Ice level of slow. And using steady shot 3 times in a row, like, again, that's only really good for twos. So this could be a really good twos thing. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it the highest B, because this could honestly easily be an A. You know, like, it's so bad in threes, I would probably rarely take this because, again, I play Thug Cleave and Rogue has insane slows. But in twos, this could be super good actually, just for the slow, and you get a stun. So, you know, not horrible, not great, just because 3 steady shots is a long time for the stun, but I like it. And there you have it. These things, of course, don't count because they're all in Camaro Sting now. So there's the S tier abilities as a marksmanship hunter. You're probably going to take Scatter Shot, Roar, and then Camaro Sting. And if you want to take somebody out, you can probably take out Roar and choose any of these other ones if you're playing something specific or against something specific. So there you have it. Marksmanship Hunter 9.1 update. It's going to be fun. I'm going to main Hunter, I've mentioned that, but I probably won't play MM unless it's like uber buffed, because I like playing with it, the stun. I like playing with intimidation, so I love survival. BM is, you know, whatever. I hate BM, but I have to play it because it's so good. Marksmanship Hunter just doesn't do enough damage, but if you are Marksmanship Hunter, here's my opinion. Boom. Catch you guys in the next video. I'll probably do Priest next. Yeah, I'll probably do Priest. Get those out of the way. Cool. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Chill channel, you know. I love these freeform videos where I can just kind of talk. You know, it's not like pre-recorded stuff. So hang with your boy. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Whatever. Twitch. YouTube. Peace out.